Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Alana. If you are new here, for my regulars, welcome back, right? It's been a while. Unless you watched the 1 and the 2 video I put out, it's been a while. It's been quite some time, okay? Probably 6 months since I did a long form video. Now, we just came out of this Universal 9 year, which was all about endings. It was a lot of closure taking place, closing out the past 9 years, closing out big cycles. And so now we're in 2026. It's a Universal 1 year. And today's reading is going to be for my threes. Now, also, if you fall under the sign of Pisces or Sag, you may have some messages here as well, because the number 3 is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the ruling planet of Pisces and Sagittarius. This is why I am now including some astrological signs, zodiac signs in the numerology reading. So, that being said, if you're entering into a 3-person new year, for instance, your birthday is January 1st. So that 1 plus 2026, which is another one, that's a 3. That will be a 3-person new year for you. If you're born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of any month, there may be some messages here for you as well. I won't hold you. I'm not going to hold you. We're just going to get started. So let's get into the Akashic Records. What is your soul saying right now? What is the message? I am using the Akashic Records Oracle deck. This is a new deck. I have 2 that actually look the same, but they're different. We'll see if I'll use the other one as well. See? 2 big, nice decks, right? Anyway. Got a ring-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Shabba ranks up in here. Okay, what is the... my threes? What's the message for 3? Pisces, Sag. Speak up. Speak up, okay? Speak up is what came out. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Okay, listen. Couple of things coming through here. Throat chakra, obviously very significant here. It's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. No more sugarcoating, no more shrinking so that others can feel good about themselves. No more denying your truth, okay? And this is a new year, a new cycle, okay? You're setting the tone for the next 9 years. And the vibe that I'm getting is that you've been quiet too long. You've been quiet too long. Another vibe that I'm getting is that you have a story to tell. Now, I'm thinking about Sagittarius right now. And the reason why Sag is coming up, you may have strong Sag placements. But Sag is coming up because I'm thinking about writing. Someone has a book in them. Okay, not just that, but poetry is coming up. Something, public speaking. There's something more that you're supposed to be doing if you're not already doing it. If you already started it at podcasting, okay, that's another thing that's coming up as I'm looking at this card. You may even feel like you've gotten off to a slow start. You cannot give up, okay? Also, let's say, I'm going to give an example. Let's say you have a podcast, right? And there's things that took place in your family, if you shared your story, that will help others. But you're afraid that if you speak up about what has gone, oh God, I'm hitting the mic, excuse me. You're afraid that if you speak up about what has your experience with your family, if you speak on that on a podcast, or make it public, or really put it out there, your story is helping others, but if it's like a vibe of you being afraid that it's going to offend certain members of your family. And Listen, for me, it feels like it's a big release with you getting this off your chest. And this is a year where it is important for you to speak your truth and not hold back. It's about your personal growth, your personal happiness, and the throat chakra is huge, big this year. Okay, that being said, let's get into the message. Make sure I have this upside, right side up, starting out. Spirit guides is the first card out. So you have assistance coming through with your spirit guides. Let's see. Divine guidance, signs and synchronicity, guardian. Okay, guardian angels coming through. Ooh, look at that. Jupiter. Wasn't we talking about Jupiter? Well, the abundance card is here. There's some great abundance attached to you speaking up. There's a lot of money that's meant to find you. Which you speaking this truth, okay? I'm not trying to bribe you. I'm just telling you what it is. So your spirit team has your back. You have some divine messages coming through. Know that you are protected, okay? And I feel strongly like this. You're gonna get some type of premonition or maybe have a dream of some sort, something. Your spirit team, your spirit guides are going to make it very clear the next steps or a step that you're meant to take or a way that you're supposed to go. They're going to make it so clear to you that there's no way you can deny it and say, oh, am I bugging? Am I crazy? No second guessing yourself, okay? Abundance is here. Abundance is here. Gifts, celebration, promotion, opportunities, successful ventures, okay? Yeah, a lot of success coming in. I do get the vibe of some type of entrepreneurship. Yeah, some of you could be entrepreneurs in some way, shape, or form, or you're meant to start some business, or you already started the business, but this year it's like the business is taking off and it's growing. Look at this. Listen, 3. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna say because if you saw one's reading, it didn't start out with the same energy. If you saw two's reading, it did not start out with the same energy. 3, baby, we're not comparing at all. We're not comparing. No, we're not. I'm simply saying that your energy feels light. It feels fun. It feels like energy I like to be in. So it says trust divine time. Greater forecast greater forces at play. Let go of control. It says release control. I say let go. Let go of control. All is working out for the highest good. Okay, so you got your spirit guides, you have trust, you have abundance, you have speak up. Your 3, I'm only going to pull 3 for you from that deck, from that particular deck. I'm loving the energy starting out. Let's get some tarot. We're going to pull from Ocho Zin. Ocho. All right, so I'm going to let you in on something. I've been doing these late night, right? So I get a little silly at night. I was about to start. Anyhow, if you're new here, welcome. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. Let me say that. Thank you for joining me. I think you'll like it here. I really do. This is new thing, hype up the video, right? And I looked under my channel and there's nothing that says hype. Okay, beyond illusion, rebirth. Ooh, okay. So beyond illusion is the judgment card. And I like this because I feel like it clarifies spirit guides. I feel like that's that communication coming in from the higher ups, right? Third eye chakra is nice and lit up. So is the crown chakra, right? And it's like this beautiful butterfly that's transforming. You're leveling up. You're transforming. You went through some upgrades spiritually, it feels like, especially in this past 9 cycle. Of course you did. You got rebirth here. You went through rebirth, okay? You're being reborn. And you know what? It was tough. It was tough. It was tough. I say that because look at this card. Look at all that's going on in this card. This is typically the Ten of Swords, which does speak about betrayal, right? You have a lion on top of a camel and a young man coming out of the lion's body. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. You had people around you or someone around you. Maybe it wasn't people. It could have been just one person. But there was some type of betrayal that took place. Or maybe you've experienced multiple betrayals over this past 10-year cycle, right? Entering into a new cycle, though. We have patience here. She's pregnant, okay? She's pregnant. And if you've ever been pregnant, you know you get to that point where you're like, it's like when you hit that 8, pushing into that 9th month, where you're just like, okay. It's like you're uncomfortable. You gotta pee every 2 minutes. You know, you're getting up to pee, so you're not getting enough rest. It's a lot happening in the pregnancy, right? Uh, you have to be very patient throughout this process. At least at minimum, the past like 7 years. Um, many cycles, many cycles. But you have been laying down a foundation, whether you know it or not. You've been planting seeds that are fertile, and it's almost time. In fact, it is time because we do have divine time here. So I'm going to scratch almost, and I'm going to tell you that it is time to give birth. It's time to give birth to your abundance. This is the Sun card with innocence, right? Sun is it's a very joyful card. It's about success. Um, Also that inner child, healing of the inner child is what I just heard. You probably been working on healing your inner child. And maybe, I do get the vibe like for some of you, you're too hard on yourself and you don't give yourself enough. I hope I'm not messing up the mic. You don't give yourself enough credit. And your spirit team wants you to be more playful, okay? Wants you to tap more into your inner child, even though, it feels like you've been working to heal it. Now it's almost like be childlike. Find something that you enjoy doing. That could be coloring, puzzles. It could be anything. It's different. Being out in nature, going to the park. That's going to look different for everyone. But it's time for you to truly get back to that place of joy. There's a lot of things that's going to take place this year, a lot of great experiences, a lot of I see a lot of laughter. I pick up a lot of good times, a lot of good times. Being in the presence of good energy. It doesn't even have it could just be yourself, you know. But I feel like there's like a positive, like a glow around you that's beautiful. It's beautiful, especially after such a long cycle with this pregnant lady. Okay, one last card from Ocho Zen. Yes, we got the 3 coming out for the 3s. More Jupiter energy. 3 of Wands, expansion, experiencing. Yeah, getting out in nature too. But you're expanding. Your creative energy, your creative juices, you're being advised to follow through on those creative nudges, right? Follow through with that business plan. No matter, you don't need anyone's stamp of approval. You already have it. You have everything you need. But this group really does give strong Jupiter abundant energy. Big time. Okay, let's see what else. And then we'll get a final oracle card. Get a couple more tarot messages. Where's my other deck? Listen, I ain't been shuffling like that, except for personal readings. Haven't been on my channel though. Anywho, what else for this group? For Sag, Pisces, my 3s, personal years. And those born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th of any month. Look at this. Another 3. 333. What's it gonna be? Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration. Oh, you're gonna I'm telling you, I feel so much joy surrounding you guys. I feel so much joy and happiness and good times. So much to celebrate. It says news worth celebrating, joyful announcements like engagements, weddings, pregnancy, graduation. Okay, for those of you who are not in childbirth age, maybe you'll be having grandchildren, or there'll be a new baby in the family. Okay, maybe someone's having a baby, niece, nephew, something along those lines. What else? What else? What other messages? What other messages? This is exciting. Look at you bossing up. You got the 4 with the Emperor. Wow. 342. Cool. Oh, uh-oh. Did I really just drop the boss like that? Okay, we have the Emperor here. Like I said, I did get the vibe, strong vibe of entrepreneurs. You get into the bag. Now, in order to increase that, your spirit team is saying you need to be very disciplined. All right, you got to be disciplined. No wasting time. Not that you don't have fun, but you know the something that came to me. Ooh, this could be very relevant because something came to me right before I started your reading, and what it said was, this year, spend more time creating than you do consuming. So if you're someone who consumes a lot of content, and you're watching everybody else's stuff, you're cheering them on. However, you have your own things that you could be working on, your channel, your candle line, I'm saying candle line because I have a candle line that I need to be working on. But your podcast, your book, whatever that may be, spend more time creating than you do consuming. This year, in this one year, you are to create more than you consume. 2 of Cups. Some type of partnership, relationship. Some of you could be, meeting someone, falling in love this year. Yeah. Or this could be a really good friend. A really good friend. You could be aligning yourself with a really good friend. We already kind of got into, let's see if there's anything else regarding relationships. Relationships for the 3s, Pisces, Sag. We got the 2 of Cups here. Okay, temperance, some balance, some harmony. And look, the 2 of Cups again. Okay, I'm not going to sing because I was about to sing Alicia Keys. I keep on falling in love or something, and I don't know the words. Yeah, you're going to be meeting your match. There's a strong possibility of you meeting someone who you like, who likes you, who kind of balances you out, who gets, look, this is Sag energy too, so this person gets you. It's like they know how to calm that flame when you get all fiery, and they know how to calm you down. This relationship feels peaceful, and for maybe it's not romantic, but double 2 of Cups, you definitely got a good friend coming in. If nothing else, you have a good friend coming in. But for many of you, I strongly feel like this is a loving relationship. Starts out as 2 and then it was 3. This person could be an air sign. You could be an air sign. We got the King of Swords here. Someone who is in total control, totally disciplined. Someone who now if this is a relationship, this person may kind of hide their feelings. They may not be so like emotionally open like a king or a queen of cups would be, because swords is air energy. All right. That's that Aquarius. Oh yeah. And look at the bottom, 10 of Pentacles. You definitely got money. I smell it. My Cash App is always, if you ever want to donate, I'm just letting you know, Cash App, PayPal, I'll link it below because I am open to receive. We got the Page of Cups here. Your intuition, but this can also be an offer of love. Intuition, communication. You may be receiving an apology from someone who I don't know who feels like they owe you one. Maybe you feel like you owe someone else an apology. Overall, the page gives me that psychic, intuitive vibe, being open and receptive. Yes, spirit guides did come out. So, yes, there's going to be a lot of communication between you and your spirit team. It's gotten stronger, and you're going to be very clear on these messages, okay? Very, very clear. Without doubt. Let's get a final oracle card. This was such, oh my goodness. Your reading was so lovely. Let me tell you. Lovely reading. All right. Final message for the threes, Sag, Pisces. We got the owl coming out. Card number 23. It says, there are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Oh my goodness. This is so fitting because we were just talking about the communication, all of the wisdom that you've accumulated throughout the years, throughout these cycles. Okay, great changes taking place. I feel the need to pull one more for you. See what it says. Okay, yep. Angel, card number 2. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Spirit guides was the first card out. Angel was the last. You are absolutely protected, and you are someone who are you're tapped in spiritually. You are deeply connected with this Page of Cups, the angel and the spirit guides. Yeah, don't doubt the messages that you receive. It's time for you to truly trust yourself above all else. Trust yourself. Trust what you feel. I'm going to leave it there. No funky energy came out, and I'm happy. I will be seeing you throughout the year, my three. Happy 2026.